Good evening, everyone, and hello. Welcome to Race on Oz, BMW M2 Season 11. Tonight we're coming to you from Laguna, Seca in the US of A. Very tight, twisty little track that the drivers are going to have to get themselves around. Don't dip your tyres into the desert there, guys, because you're going to be slowing yourself down and spinning yourself around and all sorts of weird and wonderful action here. Now, just riding along at the moment with the Wizard. He's currently out in his outlap right now. He's going to be coming around to get a banker lap in, just like all the guys will be planning on doing. Going to be a nice tight race, I believe. This sort of a track will tighten up the field somewhat and give us all some really good close, tight racing. In a very, very healthy looking field, we have, just having a look-see on my right, on my left there, we're having a look-see. We've got 21 drivers on track, which is fantastic. This is a pre-season rate, season, but it's also for bragging rights going into season 12. It is a championship, so there are points on offer, and those points are getting done up by my Bounty, who takes care of all the points. It does a great job, I think. Every season he's there doing the points up for the lads. Well done, Bounty. We have the normal suspects in: Eagle Wind, Zest, Wizard, Adge, Time Orgo, Harris, Jambon, Gaz, Bounty, Angry, Jivar, yeah, I'll never get that right. The Grand Autismo, who is a privateer tonight by the looks of it. I'm not too sure if he is or not. Let's find out about that. Cobb McCool, the Cobster. Redback, Saint Sim, Scott Pye, Scott Puss as he likes to be called nowadays, Sparky God, Sideways, Aaron, Aadman, Christoph, and I can't see the lucky last, Stu. Actually, Stu had a good win last night, the GT4s on the PS4. In his Audi, he just cruised away from everybody. He was in a world onto his own, Stu. He drove a great race. But anyway, let's have a look-see up here, see what's going on. We've got the Wizard. He's put in a time of a 1:35.955. Followed in by Bounty with his 0.5 off. He's coming in second. Third, we've got the Redback. And Aadman sitting in fourth. He's second off the clock. Harris, Sideways, Jivar. I'm just going to call you the Shooter, mate. The Shooter sounds good to me. Adge and Christoph in 10th. It's top 10 at the moment. Other guys are still circulating, trying to get some get a time under their belt. We've got 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes left in the qualifying session. This is going to be a 45-minute race, I believe. And there will be a pit stop, I believe. I do have the championship, which is what I'll read out in the... Oh, who was that turning around there? Now that pit exit is an absolute farce. It really is. I can't stand it. There's not much about this track I like. I'll be fair and upfront about that. I'm not a fan. I will race it if it's in the season, if it's in the schedule, but not a fan. If anyone's out there that is watching the stream right now, I don't believe we have anyone else on so far. Hopefully You can hear me. Let's get rid of that though. That's gone. So, no, hang on. There we go. No, it's happening here. No, that's not happening. No, get rid of that. Right, so anyway, get rid of the housekeeping duties. And we're looking up at the board now, and the shooter has taken first spot over his brother. He's picked up a 1:35.760, leaving his brother the whiz. We're 0.195 behind. Bounty slipping in is into third there. He's 0.665 behind, and Zesty Aadman slipped down to fifth. Eagles in sixth. Most of the guys have all got their times going at the moment, which is good to see. But we got Gaz, Grant Autismo, Cobb McCall, who was in the pits. Not sure what's going on there. Might have had a bit of a wacky tack. And then we've also got Stu still in the pits as well. So hopefully these guys can get out there and shake some numbers around. Still got 7 odd minutes left to go. Let's go and have a look at some other drivers in the field at the moment. We've got Eagle Wind here in the number 08 BMW M2. Some really great looking liveries. I was looking through the field during practice, and the guys have really taken special care in representing themselves and their cars. They look great. I know a lot of the boys pride themselves in making up a good livery, and it's good for the people to see. I love it. So Eagle Wind, he's cruising around there. He's in 6th spot at the moment. I'm sure he's going to improve on his time. He's coming around to the start finish now. Let's see if he does improve on his time here. And across the line, and no, he hasn't. So off he goes again. Got Jambon here. And this is one of Eagle's P&L teammates. He's currently sitting in 8th. He's just off to start his lap, I believe. I don't even know where he is. There he is. Yeah, he's just off to start his lap, so we'll let him go for a minute. And we'll try and pick somebody up. It's coming up closer. We got here. Who's down there? Yeah, they're going to make these numbers on the screen a bit bigger for us old guys. Can't really see much there. Coming across the line, who was that? That would be Angry Old Fella. Number 89. Beautiful looking livery there, Angry. Yep. You get a touch of the bear flag and it all happening. And it's funny to see Little Bear not in on the racing tonight. Sure it's gone off a little bit. I haven't heard from him for a while, so wherever he is, hopefully everything's good. Hopefully I'll get to speak to him. Oof. Well, I've got Angry. Certainly would have got Angry's attention, all that. These little M2s, I think they're going to be a tight little battle tonight, and that's what can happen. Oof. Just got out of the way of everybody there. Fortunate for Angry there. That's what happened in these cars. I've seen a few of them just sort of turning the corner, but sort of bouncing around a little bit. I don't know if the suspension might be a little bit too hard or whatever, but some of these curbs are catching them out. And with Christoph at the moment, he's sitting 13th. Got another 4 and a bit minutes to go. Still plenty of time to get in some good lap times, guys. Getting all the tyre pressures right. making sure everything's good to go. So let's have a look-see around, see what's going on around here. The guys are really, times are very close, up and down the board. All the way to, what have we got, all the way to 11th, we've got one plus 1 second. All the way to, 13th, got 1 second, it's nice and tight racing there. Well, the Wizard's picked up the pole position again. He's taken that off his brother, like brothers are fighting over toys when they were younger. I want it, no I want it, no I want it. So it looks like those two are going to have a nice little brotherly battle tonight. So they don't pull out the rifles, it could be good. Redback sitting in third, number 509. So somebody just giving way there to the two guys here who are on a flying lap, Eagle and Redback. Stick on Redback for a minute and see what sort of a time he can post this lap. So I'm hoping everybody can hear me. I'm not sure if I have anybody that's in the chat to be able to tell me, so I'm just going to go and have a listen real quick to see if I can hear comms on the YouTube stream, guys. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, comms are on, which is great. While I've got you in the pits though, we'll just have a look-see and see what we've got. As far as championship standings are concerned at the moment, from round one, when we were all at Alton Park, it was a tricky little test for the guys. No, we weren't at Alton Park actually. We were at Watkins Glen. Anyway, just having a look at the championship now. We have Sidewag. Sidewag is sitting on 30 points, followed by no, Kick It and Rip It. Yes, sorry. Bounty sitting third on 24, Rain of Fire 22, he's not here tonight by the looks of it. Eagle Wind sitting 5th and on 20. Javard 19. Adge 7th, 18th. 8th, Jambon 17. Cobb McCall sitting 9th, 16. He's Christoph is 10th on 15. Scotty Pie, or Scotty Puss, sitting 11th and 14 points. Excuse me, Time Morgo 13. Shamrock 11. Sparky 10. Sideways Polka. Oh. He's sitting, where is he? He's missed 9 points. 16th, we've got the Zest on 8. Someone Awesome 7. Mr. Harris, I'm not sure what his initials, his first name is, so I'll just call him Mr. Harris. 6 points. Redback 19th. Aadman 20th. And then we've got Aaron 21st on 3 points. Angry Old Fella 23rd. Brett White 24th. Gaz is here 24th. As well as Team Middlebear on 24th. So there you have it. So the guys are just getting themselves set for the Z race. Let's have a look at that right now. So on pole position we have the Wizard with a 1:35.485. Sitting right behind him, or right beside him, is his brother, the Shooter. 0.14 off. Zesty in 3rd. Redback 4th. Sideways 5th. Aadman 6th. Bounty 7th. Eagle Wind 8th. Mr. Harris 9th. Time Morgo 10th. So there's your top 10. And outside the top 10 we have Jambon 11th. Angry Old Fella 12th. Gazzo's here 13th. Cobb McCall 14th. Aaron 15th. Christoph 16th. Sparky God 17th. Saint Sim 18th. Stu 19th. Adge 20th. And is that Scott Puss 21st. The Grand Autismo 22nd. So there you have it. There's your field. There's your runners for tonight. Just having a look to see sort of the view we can use to get off the proceedings underway. Thankfully we have trackside on here. Mr. Jason Wilkins, thank you very much, sir. Glad you've dropped in to have a look-see. This is going to be a great little race. These little beamers, I think they're going to be touch and go all over the place here. But again, like we were talking about before, you don't want to go dipping your tyres off the track into the desert around here, because it's going to slow you up and it's going to cause all sorts of mischief. I think these cars don't like to get unsettled, and as soon as they do, they're everywhere which way but loose. So let's hope these guys can control these little thunderbolts, but let's hope they can get these cars under control through these corners, especially now the corkscrew could be interesting for these guys. They're going to have to really watch how they're going through the corkscrew. I'm not a big fan of the corkscrew. I normally go through it rather than around it or down it or upside down it or whichever way you're supposed to go through it, but I never go through the right way. This is going to be a great start to the race as well for two German brothers, the Gunners, on the front grid there. And got Shooter, and number 12. What are we going to do? Happy Gilmore, maybe? Happy next to him? Happy Gilmore, yeah, okay. So Happy and Shooter, first and second. Zesty, I don't count Zesty out, I'm telling you. The Redback sitting 4th. Sideways Polka sitting 5th. Sideways Polka. BHR. He's a BHR lad, and his captain sitting right beside him, Mr. Aadman. The Aadman Cup, as I've called it tonight. So yeah, it's going to be a fearsome start. Got to be careful with this first corner. This first corner is going to could cause mayhem. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. But it turns in on itself. It does everything that it shouldn't do, and these guys are really going to file through. I'd say just keep it nice and clean. Make sure you're getting your lines right and not sending somebody off to Siberia. Let's just hope for a good clean race. We got 1 minute 44 to go. So what I will do is I will cease radio silence and I'll bring you the action when we see the green flag drop. We'll see you all shortly, people. Oh, wrong button.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
It looks like all the guys are getting themselves into formation here. I believe I can see somebody that may have not been able to get to his button quick enough, and that would be Scott Puss, is unfortunately starting in pit lane. And yeah, that's not great at all when that happens to somebody. And it can happen so easily as well. But anyway, unfortunately for Scotty, you're going to have to do it the hard way. The real hard way. But anyway, let's get these guys ready. One more corner before we come onto the start finish, and it'll be popcorn machines are going. So the Wizard and his brother lining up everybody to get ready, and we're going to see action. And here we go. And we're away. First corner. Let's have a look-see. Nice and careful through there, boys. Looking good. Don't really see anything at the back there that's happened. Start with the lads there. Get that first one out the way. K-Man, you not racing tonight, mate? So a little battle up here. Let's just go and have a look. See up the front of the queue. The Wizard getting himself to a bit of a second lead so far. He's got Shooter sitting in. Oh no, that's no good, mate. Maybe hopefully next week we can get back on track, mate. So the K-Man. Shooter first through the let me just have a look-see back here. Everybody seems to be filing in nicely. We've got Aadman. He's heading off Eagle Wind. The last corner. Yeah, sorry. Second last corner. I'm on to the straight. So this is going to be, like I was saying before, I reckon this is going to be a great battle right through the field. So I'm going to be keeping it as close eye as I can, with 21 drivers on track to make sure, 22 drivers on track, excuse me, make sure you get to see all the battles up and down while keeping an eye on what's going on around me. So who's that that's come to a stop? Is that Scotty? Yeah, Scotty's still trying to get back to the pack here, to the end of the train. Unfortunate for Scotty Pye there. And then let's have a look-see back in the field a little bit. Let's go and have a look-see and see how Sideways is going. At number 48, Green Machine. He's coming up on Eagle Wind, and Aadman. We're seeing the Wizard skipping away. He's out to nearly a 3-second lead already on his brother. So no, Zesty. Well, isn't that good to see? Zesty getting up into second spot. I missed that one. At the moment we're on board with Sideways Polka. He has Mr. Harris sitting in behind him. Came in. There he is. Your son-in-law, Mr. Harris. I'm calling him Mr. Harris because I don't know his first name. Want to let me know, that'd be great, so I can actually call him his name instead of a Mr. Harris. He's probably 20 years younger than me. Go back and have a look at Ty Morgo as well. Ty Morgo, El Capitan for P&L. Doing a sterling job there. Ooh, she went a little bit whiffy on him there though. I'm not too sure about the setup for these cars, what sort of setup you need, but they are bouncy little machines. They like to bounce around some of these corners a bit, and they put themselves out of whack a little bit, I believe. That's what I've been hearing anyway. An angry old fella sitting in behind Ty Morgo. A bit of a P&L train sitting here. Got Ty Morgo 9th, angry old fella 10th, Jambon 11th. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of a mishap somewhere through through the corkscrew. I'm not sure who that is. Let me have a look, see. It's number 537. I'm not sure who 537 is, but anyway, let's have a look and see if we can find him. It is. Is that Christoph? Oh, Christoph is teleported back to the pits. That's an unfortunate thing. I'm not sure what happened there. He's obviously got a bit of damage going through the corkscrew. Again, like I said, I'd never go through the corkscrew. I go over it, under it. Any other way I can do it except for the right way. Zesty, here's a battle for you. 2nd, 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th and 7th. They're all lining up behind each other. They're all trying to get up to speed with Zest. But Shooter, he's sitting right in behind him there. Coming up to the corkscrew. Let's see how they behave through here. Yeah, well done, boys. There we go. Bit of Rubbins racing. Oh, Zesty got her on the heart in his mouth there, I bet. Zesty's getting a bit of the hurry up from the Shooter. Coming up to the first corner up here now. I believe there's only 3 corners on this circuit that are named. As we're speaking, Shooter is coming up on the inside of Zesty here. He's trying to make a move. Turn 3. I can't remember the actual names. I did read them before. But apparently there's only 3 corner names in this on this track. But Zesty's doing really well there. He's keeping in front of the guys. He's not budging. Oh, and we have contact. We have big contact. We have contact. Oh dear. None of that looked good. I'm not sure. I'll leave that to the stewards. Hopefully the guys have got replay slots free, because that looked very unfortunate. And it's taken out a few other guys as well, giving them damage as well. They were just bystanders coming through. Oh, beautiful big sparks there. Looks like Zesty's going to have some time in the pits with that damage. We jump on with Eagle Wind, who's sitting 2nd, and he has the sideway man behind him. So we'll just have a look at this battle, see how this is going to unfold. 5 laps down, 36 minutes left. But, you know, tight racing can cause incidents like that very easily. 2 cars trying to go through the same piece of real estate. But they obviously didn't look like they wanted to even get touched to these cars. You touch them and it looked like they fold like a deck of cards. We have sideways in behind Ty Morgan here. Ice Wizard, he's just, see you later. The Wizard, the Gunner, he's got up to a 12-second lead on Eagle. So we're going to stick with these guys as well and have a look-see around, and could be a good little battle brewing here. Sparky God right up beside Cobb McCool here. And I believe that's where we saw our little accident before. Oops, somebody's gone off into the desert over there. Not sure who that was. It might have been Aaron. We've got Sparky. We've got Cobb leading Sparky, 10th and 11th respectively. And just looking at the back end of these cars, they do bounce a lot. And it could put them, know, it wouldn't take much for them to topple over by the looks of them. But they don't look very happy going around some of these corners. This battle is commencing. We'll go up and have a look at Gaz. Sitting ninth. He's right in behind Jambon Angry and Mr. Harris. Yeah, this looks like a good little battle here. Let's keep a close eye on this. These guys, pedigree races. Pedigree. You heard it here, folks. All doing their best. Ooh. Jambon needs to just be careful there. He's got an angry Gaz up his clackarama there, and Gaz has lost a spot though. In saying that, coming up to the dipper, the corkscrew. So there's a bit of how you going farther through there. Hey, that was on, and it's still going on. Oh, there's a bit of paint swapping. They're all going straight, which is the main thing. Still good. Who is that there? It would be Gazza and Sparky God, who were getting a little bit entangled with each other there. The blue flags everywhere. Don't know what's happening here. Who's got the blue flag? I'm not sure what's happening there, but it's all happening right now. Just got to keep an eye on this little battle here. This group of cars. Entertaining racing. You know, everyone likes to drive the fast cars. Everyone likes to get the quick laps. I like the tight racing. And the tight racing comes from these sorts of makes and models, I believe. They're not fast. They're not overly fast, but I think they just add to the drama of it all. You know, the tight racing, trying to find out where you can get your moves done. Poor old Zesty there, his BMW's got more hits than Kiss. And we've seen Mr. Harris just no, time more go, should I say it? No, where am I looking here? Who's going on here? We've got Zesty. In front of him is that is Mr. Harris, I believe. Yes, it is. Just trying to have a look around to see what we've got going on. Seems to be a lot of action up here. We've got Angry. We've also got Gaz, who's coming up to make a bit of a move on Angry here. Good move. Nice and clean. But we've also got Jam. No. Who is that beside him? Who is that behind Angry? Angry's coming under a bit of pressure. But Angry says, pressure. There's no pressure. Ooh. Let's just hope that comes off nicely. Oof. I was getting a little bit worried there, coming up to the corkscrew. These two are just about sitting in each other's laps. But Angry's got it done. He's made it. He's made it happen. What have I done? What's the number? That would be Sparky God. There we go. I've worked it out now. Yeah, sometimes it's hard for an old eyes to catch up on things. But Angry and Sparky putting on a bit of a clinic, putting on a bit of a show, a bit of a push and a shove, a bit of a hip and a shoulder. Just got to remember though, boys, these cars can turn at the sniff of a drop of a hat, sniff of a whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. This is a great battle though between Angry and Sparky, and just behind them we have a nice little. Oh, hey, who was that? Someone's forgotten to get off the loud pedal. I'm not sure who that was. Who was that? Who was that? I'm not sure who that was, but they got themselves an awful lot of damage. I believe it must have been Aaron, maybe. Christopher's been in there for a while. I think that was Aaron that had an almighty into the fence there. So at the present time we're still seeing the Wizard out in front, 10 laps in. He's out strolling the countryside. Eagle Wind also just producing lap times. Keeping out in the second spot there, doing the job. The Sideways is also sitting out here doing a nice little job. He's sitting third, got Ty Morgo behind him. And these guys trying to reel in whatever they can reel in that's in front, because there's a lot of time out in front of these guys that they'll have to make up. It's getting very dark very quickly, which isn't good for old eyes, but we'll go back and have a look-see and see what we can see around the packs here. Gazza is sitting in Nate, sitting behind Jambon here, and Jambon's too far away to make a battle of things, so someone's either coming in the pits or going out the pits. I don't know what's going on there. Might be Sparky by the looks of that. He's coming out, so Sparky's made his stop. He's on his way. We have six drivers who have made their stops so far. I'm not sure if they were planning on doing them at that stage, but a few cars had some damage. They're just trying to get things out the way, so they got a nice straight car to get to the end of the race. Pick up some positions along the way. Mr. Harris, he's holding off Jambon right now, I believe. No, yeah, look, see what's going on here with this camera. So there's Mr. Harris going through there. He's coming up to the corkscrew. Down he goes. Up and up, yeah. And Jambon says, "Oh no, I'll go the other way. You go that way. I'll go this way." It's quite entertaining coming through that place sometimes. So we've got 25 minutes left to go, and I reckon whoop, not that button. Nope. Buttons everywhere, I'll tell you what. So look, where's Aadman? Aadman slipped all the way down to 7th. Not sure what's happened there. He's 2 laps behind. I'm not sure what's happened there. Anyway, he'll be trying to work his magic to get back into some sort of a form there. Cop him a call. Yeah, he's getting it steady. He's sitting 11th at the moment. Gaza. Oh, we got Gaza. No, we didn't have Gaza. Trying to get you into a position, have a look-see around, and let's go on board with Zesty. Sorry about that, everybody. Very dark here. At Laguna right now, coming up to this straight. We're on board with Stu by the looks of this. Yep. So listen back. Well, let's do a lap with Stu.
We are halfway through, not over yet.
And all that time I was talking, I had my mic muted. So there we go. That explains everything, doesn't it? Anyway, I'll just recap what I said. These two are looking quite pacey. We still have 19 odd minutes left to go, and I believe Cobb still has to make his pit stop, so we only have a couple left, I believe, to need to do it. Yep. And looks like Cobb's just done his, so well done, Cobb. And that's a real shame, getting angry getting that drive through. He will be ropeable. He will not be. He will be, as the name suggests, he'll be an angry old fella right about now, and I do not blame him. Nothing worse than that sort of thing happening. But unfortunately, that's how it is. So let's have a look, see if we can find ourselves somebody we can watch a good battle with. The guys in the front, they've just taken off. They're in the next stratosphere, but the Wizard's gone back into first. He's got a comfortable 21 second lead over Eagle, followed in close by Sideways. He's not far off Eagle, I believe. I'm not sure. I can't see the gap there. What's the gap there? What's the gap there? But in behind Sideways, excuse me, in behind Sideways, we've got Ty Morgo, who's just starting to tighten the strap a little bit. He's going to be making a charge in the not so distant future. Just trying to get them cars around that turn there. Sometimes they don't. They look a little bit cumbersome. Be interesting to hear what some of the guys have to say about this track and these cars. Alright, so as we move on through the list, we've got Zesty. He's sitting in fifth. He's had an interesting night so far. He's still going. He's still up there. He's doing a good job, Zest. Keep plunging forward, mate. Keep going. Jambon, teammate of his. A bit of a put that P&L train. He's back again. Yeah, but he's got some company behind him with Mr. Harris. I'm just trying to give him the hurry on. Let's stick along with this for a minute, shall we? Because here we go. I reckon we got here at the right time. But no, Mr. Harris has just sort of made quick work of that. And he's got through Zesty. Very, very smooth move there. Smooth operator. You got the Red Bull sitting 8th. Sort of see a bit of the action in front of him. Behind him we've got Saint Sim sitting 9th. Haven't seen much of Saint Sim tonight. And at the moment I can't see much of him at all. Lighting on this track is atrocious. It's not great. I don't know why we went for a dark night, dark race. Oh, can't see much at all there. But anyway, Bounty coming 10th. He's in the top 10. He's got a white car, I can see that. Here he is, the great man, Bounty. Cobb, here he comes. Cobb. And he's getting a bit of attention from behind as well from Shooter. Oh, Shooter. Shooter looks like he might be trying to make his way back. Behind the Shooter, we've got Sparky. Sparky had a bit of a battle. I can't remember who that was with, but they had a bit of a touchy. So I think it was Gaz. Speaking of Gaz, there he is. Gaz is here. South Australian lad, played a lot of Aussie rules footy, fairly high ranking Aussie rules footy. Yeah, great teammate to have. He helps out with a lot of the guys in the chat with whatever they need. Always out to lend a helping hand. Gaz, champion bloke, is angry. He's got rid of that stop go, so he'll be having the foot down on the floor and he'll be punishing the M2. How dare you give me a stop go? We've got Scott. Now Scotty started the race off in pit lane due to not pushing the button. And he's fought himself all the way back into 16th. Now that's testament to the man right there. He's fought himself all the way back into 16th from last on the grid. So, Scotty champ, you keep going, mate. You just keep it going. Stu's sitting in behind him. Stu's sitting 17th at the moment. Everybody's done their laps except for Christoph. I believe Christoph may have pulled the whammy pin there. The Grand Autismo. He's sitting 18th. And he's getting a little bit of a hurry along maybe. Or he's giving the hurry along to whoever's in front of him. Who's that in front of him? No. I don't know who that is. Got Aadman. Aadman sitting 19th. And the Ads, I believe he was in the top 6, I believe. I think he qualified 6th. I'm not sure what's happened to Ads, but he's 4 laps down. Same sort of thing I think happened last week. No, last week he was on the track for 2 laps before he had some major malfunction. I'm not sure what happened to him last week, but he was only on to sign autographs and then he was gone. Aadman. Aaron sitting 20th. Don't see much of Aaron either. He's 3 laps behind, but he's giving it a crack. Now these are all points. I mean, just remember that these guys. I know it's not nice if you get something, you know, get a drive through or whatever. Stick at it though. Just keep going. Put that wheel to the grindstone and keep going. Keep plunging on through because these are all points. And here's Adge, SAR driver. It's great to see all the teams getting represented tonight. Adge is also 3 laps behind, but he's continuing on. And that's what it's about. Continue on. We have 11 minutes left. You never know what can happen in 11 minutes. You never know what can happen in 1 minute. So, keep going. Well done, boys. And then we've got Christoph in the pits. Anyway, let's have a look through the field there. Have a look at all the drivers. Everyone's got a bit of air time. That's what it's about as well. The Wizard, he's not only sitting comfortably up there in 3rd spot. Copped a bit of damage though. I don't know what's happened there, but she's not looking too flash. Excuse me. So he's sitting pretty in 3rd spot there. He's also got the fastest lap of the race so far, mind you. Now, Eagle Wind sitting 2nd. This could be the battle to watch for a little bit. Because we have 2nd, 3rd and 4th all lining up for you right now. The old skipper, time or go. He's watching his Charger up there. He's got a BHR driver in front of him. Someone's just jumping out the way to get out the way. Well done. Not sure who that was, because I can't see much at all. Yeah, you'd think of a track like this, you know, get some big lighting towers out there around it, because this is, you know, you want to be able to see what you're doing, and you want to be able to see the cars racing. Not a fan of night races here. No. I mean, the guys that are driving these cars, they can obviously see in front of them, but still, I mean, even that you'd be thinking, you know, where the fuck are we, tribe? That's what I'd be thinking. This is a battle that is really heating up. Sideways, he's really starting to get the pressure from Ty Morgo here. Morg's equal to the challenge. He's not going anywhere. It's certainly all happening here between third and fourth. Who's going to get the final step on the podium? Who will that be? I do have to say, you know, I'm hoping that BHR can get that final step. And that's just a personal opinion of mine, but it's a great battle to see, and this is what we're here for. Oh, beautiful big sparks going on through the corkscrew there, and there's nothing in it with these two, nothing at all, and it's definitely the battle to be watching right now. Just wish I could see much of it. A little bit of it. Yeah, these guys are really going to be neck and neck, I believe, right to the line. Just over 6 minutes left to go. That 45 minutes went ultra quick. Well, it looks like the field has really spread out, and there's not much going on apart from behind this little train. Mr. Harris here. He also, what's going on there, but not really much going on there, so we're going to go back and we're going to watch this. We're going to watch this battle. Looks like sideways just may have crept out a little bit more on Ty there, but oh, look at those sparks, isn't it fantastic? Love it. So I believe I was reading today that Seca Corsa number 2 has been put on delay. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm going to try and do some research onto that, but that's a bit of a shame. I believe the spring of next year it was scheduled for release, but I believe there's been some sort of a delay there. So the Exorcist will look into that. See what's going on. I'll try and perform some black magic, get it happening quicker. But yeah, we're all looking forward to that. And with ACC, the Nordslide is coming out next year, and I believe that will be the very last DLC for the game for ACC competition on air. So it looks like this game might be, I'm not sure, be wrapping itself up. But by the looks of it, they're also going to be looking at putting more work and effort into Seca Corsa number 2. Exciting times ahead. Also, I believe there's a couple of more sims that are coming out. The one I've been trying to get some information on, but I haven't been able to find much as yet. I believe it was supposed to be coming out in 2024, which was the British Touring Car Championship. And that'll be great. Imagine having the battle of the British Touring Car Championships in your lounge room or on your sim. How good would that be? If anyone knows anything about it, feel free to let us all know. That'd be great. And also, if anyone knows anything about the Seca Corsa, let us know what's happening there as well. I think everyone would love to know what's going on with that. If I had Little Bear in here, we could have had Bear's rumours, but he's nowhere to be seen. Wherever he is, he'll be back. But anyway, just over 2 minutes left in the race. These two cannot be separated. Time Orgo and Sideways. It looks as though it's all over Barter shouting that the Wizard will take out this race. 25 laps is completed. He's got a 10-second lead. 10-second lead on Eagle Wind, who has done nothing wrong all the race. He's set in the second spot for the majority of this. I'm not sure what happened to the gunner. Where is Shooter? Where is the Shooter? Looks like, yep, Eagle's coming up on the back marker there. He's scooted over to the other side and let Eagle through. I hope. Yes, he has. Not sure who that is. I can't see him. Yeah, I can see his number. Who is he? Oh. Buggered. Shocking lighting here on this track. Absolute at night time. Hope we never see it again. Anyway, there is the Wizard. There's the Wizard. He's coming up on a back marker by the looksies. Who is that? I have no idea. And it's the Wizard. Yeah, that's the Wizard. And no, he wasn't coming up on it. See, this is what I mean. It's garbage. We've got sideways Polka. He's got Time Orgo keeping him company still. So he should be coming up. This could possibly be the last lap of the race. I don't know who that is behind him. Who is that? Number 13, is it? Number 13, who is that? 113, maybe? No, I don't know who that is.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap.
Here we go.
Maybe all you can.
So, here we go. We'll just have one more lap around Laguna with the Wizard, who's led the race pretty much from start to finish. Hasn't put really a foot wrong except for a little bit of damage on that car. Not sure what happened, but maybe he can let us know in the chat later exactly what happened to him. Pretty emphatic sort of a victory for him tonight. start to finish. Kept it out front. What the time he's done some bush bashing, or not sure what he's done, but that car doesn't look very straight at all, very second hand. But anyway, he's going to bring that second hand car across the line in a few minutes. He's got someone right up behind him. Who is that? I can't work out who that is. Is that Gaz? I don't know who that is. No. I can't see it. Number who? Number 13. I don't know what 13 is. Anyway, here we go. And across the line, the Wizard. How's your mother? There you go. The German gunner brings it out, brings it across the line to take first. We're going to try and see the other guys now. Eagle Wind. Eagle Wind is coming over the line. And already come across the line. He's taken second sideways. Has got third. Time will go. And he's picked up fourth. With shenanigans at the end of the race. Zesty fifth. There's some donuts. Getting going. Smack around, that's away. Demo derby at the end there. Mr. Harris is coming around the final corner now to take sixth. And there we go. He's taking sixth spot. Shooter's coming around to take seventh. I don't know if that happened to Shooter. Shooter comes across the line, takes seventh in the top 10. Red back taking 8th, Jambon taking 9th, Zoom, Cobb taking 10th, Bounty coming across the line in 11th, flashing those lights, Sparky coming across in 12th, Gaza, there he is, Gaza, 13th, Saint Sim 14th, Angry Old Fella 15th, Scott... Yeah. Scotty Puss 16th. Angry Old Fella 15th. He had a stop go, unfortunately. He was looking good. Looking the goods. Stu in 17th. The Grand Autismo 18th. Aadman 19th. Aaron 20th. Adge 21st. And Christoph 22nd. So there you have it, everybody. Very, very tight racing. Good battles throughout the first part of the race. A couple of really good ones as well with Time Morgo. Now, before we let you go, I'm just going to give my 3, 2, 1 out, and I'm going to have to give. I'm going to have to give one vote to Scotty Puss. Fighting through the field, starting from the pit lane. Tremendous work, son. Yeah, you're on the board, mate, Scotty. I'm going to give second. So we can look through the orders here. Zesty had a good battle here. I think he got some pretty good damage as well. So I'm going to give 2 votes to Zesty for battling it through. And my third vote, I'm going to give that to Sideways Polka. It's not about whether you win or where you put yourself on the score, on the timesheets at the end. Sometimes I look at your performance during the race. I can't take anything away from those guys. They all drove fantastic. Eagle Wind, if I could get you in for a vote there, mate, I would have. Same as you, was, but you boys really fought it out. You brought your really good points back to the bank for yourselves, and that's about it, guys. Great racing. I hope you all enjoyed it. This is the Exorcist 666 signing out, and wishing you all a good night, and be good to yourselves and everybody else around you.